We are here at JL and Coonie Brown's house. Right here, this lady has lived here for over 50 years, all her life, and she's fixing to tell us her life story and how she got to calling. This is Coonie right here. Okay, she's got her box call that she's had since she was a kid. Okay. Now, Coonie, how long have you had this box call?
I got it from Blaylock a long time ago.
Golly.
It's old.
She didn't have any chalk, but she had some baby powder. This baby powder.
Put your shirt tail in.
Don't worry about my shirt tail.
You won't need it.
It's okay, no, it's fine. Okay, all right. Now this is JL, and this is Coonie.
Okay.
Now, Coonie, I want you to tell us how you got your name.
Okay, I got my name Coonie. When I was a little girl, I used to scratch up under the couch, and everybody got to calling me Coonie because I'd scratch under the couch and put everything in my mouth, and my mother and daddy, which is deceased, said that I act just like a little coon. And that's how I got my name Coonie, which my real name is Patricia Lynn, but everybody calls me Coonie.
Okay, now JL, this lady can do a pretty good turkey call. Coonie, how did you learn how to do this turkey call?
Well, when I was a little girl, I used to go like a turkey, which made my sister, which is Shirley Brown's mother, very mad. She'd get mad at me, and she'd say, I'm going to wring your neck or pull your nose off if you make a racket like a turkey again. So I got my nose pulled so many times, it's a wonder I got one. And I'd go a little racket like a turkey. I'd go, "Ow!" like a turkey, and that's how I got to be called like a turkey caller.
Now, JL, tell us where you're from.
Panola County.
Panola
Look at the
County.
camera.
He's from Panola County, but he knows more about turkey hunting than I've ever dreamed about. I was just a twinkle in my mom's eye when he was killing these big gobblers back here. But JL, tell us about this turkey you've been seeing around here.
Up in the East Field. He comes across early every morning and he goes towards Johnny Greenhouse.
Okay. Up here, just northeast of us, is what we call the East Field. And it's so interesting. Coonie has been living here
50 years.
50 years, since she was a little kid. And what will happen, these deer and turkey will come in her front yard. Give them a shot of her front yard in here. Now this is Coonie's front yard, and Coonie, go ahead and tell them about these deer and turkey coming in here.
Well, the deers and turkeys come up around, most of the time the turkeys come up when I'm feeding the chickens, and the deer, I see them all the time. They eat my tomatoes up and can't have a garden for them, and they like to eat all my stuff up.
Oh, tell them about the deer coming in through your fence, and you hear all the chickens when they start.
Yeah, the chickens start having a racket when the deers come in. The chickens and the dogs and the deers even hit the side of the house sometime. Oh, there's something. They're beautiful. They're too pretty to kill.
I'm telling you. Well, Coonie, now we're going to have to do a little more turkey calling to see, because it's getting late. We're going to see. This is Coonie's box call. Coonie, tell them something about this box call.
This is an old-timey turkey caller. I got it from Mr. M.L. Blaylock at Casilla. He gave me this old-timey turkey caller. You do it like this. It's old. You can. It's coming undone, Draper.
Hold on for a second. We're having some technical difficulties. Are we rolling? Okay, Coonie has got her favorite turkey call. This is a box call that she's had how many years, Coonie?
Oh, I guess I've had it about 5 or 6 years. It's an old-timey turkey caller, and you do just like this.
Now, how long had ML had the turkey call?
ML said he's had it ever since he was a boy.
So this turkey call is probably over 60 years old. Unbelievable. But he gave this to her because she loves turkeys and loves the outdoors.
I like to listen to them, and I like to look at them when they come out and strut out in the woods when you can hear them.
Tell them about the turkeys coming out here and strutting right here.
Oh, they strut right out here when I go to feed the chickens. And I have chickens in the hen house, and they come out here, and the turkeys come out, and they They'll strut even right out in here. They've even come 100 yards in front of me.
Coonie, can you tell them what it sounds like when they strut?
Oh, they drag their wings on the ground, and it sounds like thunder.
Do it.
They go, they go, dragging their wings. When I do like that, they drag their wings.
And then what do?
They make that racket. They drag their wings, and then they go.
That's something else.
Oh, they're a mess. They're pretty. I love the country, and I love the turkeys and the deers.
And she loves conserving wildlife. I mean, because look, she's literally fed some of these turkeys out of her hand just because they've gotten so used to her. And the crazy thing is, we'll come out here and try to roost a bird, and we won't hear a thing. We come in the mornings, we'll hear one gobble and everything, but when he knows something like another vehicle comes in, he totally just goes away and gets real quiet. But as soon as we leave, Coonie, tell them what happens as soon as we leave.
As soon as they leave, the deer start coming and the turkeys start coming. I called Draper last year and I told him, I said, it's a turkey down behind my house. He said, he brought one of his friends over and he said, I want to see the turkey, hear the turkey. He brought this great big old tall guy and he heard the turkey. He wouldn't believe me. And sure enough, the turkey come within 100 yards of the woods. We didn't see him, but we heard him.
Golly. JL, tell them about that turkey that was strutting down here. Just, what was it?
Yeah.
Tell them what this is what happened. Yesterday, we came in here, opening day. We had the turkey gobbling. He hit the ground and was quiet, did not say a thing. He got henned up. And so as soon as we left, JL, tell them what happened as soon as we left.
I started out to go to town to Grenada to get some stuff. He was up there in the East Field and he was coming out across that strutting. Oh, he'd strut, you know. Boy, he'd do his thing, you know.
My gosh. As soon as we left, the turkey came right out. But what we're going to do, now we're going to try to roost a turkey. So we're going to walk over here. Y'all come over here. Let's see if we can get this turkey. Not a sound. Now, come here, Coonie. Did you hear it? Did you hear it? Way on, way on.
Yes.
He's on the pipeline. He's on the pipeline.
He's on the pipeline.
He's
You
on the
think
pipeline.
that's the same bird?
I don't know.
Sounds like he's over there about on the pipeline over that way.
Let's tell them about the pipeline. Come on,
Okay.
Jamie. Just walk straight here. Right here. Right over here, directly east of where we're standing, we just heard one gobble. I couldn't make it gobble at all, but Coonie, I promise you, it's just how it is. If there's not a single call that we could get to get a turkey to gobble, Coonie can get one to gobble when there's not a single turkey that will gobble. But right here in the east field, tell them about the pipeline. Tell them about the pipeline where this turkey goes.
He's over there right now. That now answered you. Called you. He's on the pipeline.
Do you think it's the same bird that you saw strutting
I don't know.
in
I
the
couldn't
east
say.
field, Coonie?
Man, it's a big one.
I don't know.
How big do you think his beard is?
One I saw the other day was like that.
Got
Did
a
it
not
drag
10-inch beard.
Did it drag the ground?
Yeah.
He was dragging the ground.
How tall do you think the turkey is?
Well, I think he's about 2 feet high and maybe got a 10-inch beard.
What about his spurs? Could you see his spurs?
Yeah, we can see his spurs. He's got
About like
spurs
that.
about like that.
So almost 2-inch spurs?
Yeah.
He's a big one. I'd like to have him. I want his tail feathers.
All right. Now let's see if we can do one this way and get this turkey to gobble. Let's walk
Okay.
over here now.
Let's see if I can make that racket again.
Okay. Just try it this way. Just listen. That's good. That's good. Do it long, like loud.
My mouth's getting back.
But hey, I'm gonna tell you something. If you come down here, don't go out in a big hurry.
All right.
So, cause if you get him to, if he got gobbles, if you get him to answer him over yonder, pill around about 9 o'clock and ease up through there and sit down. Or just go up there and somewhere and park in the road.
In the east field?
Yeah, up in the east field. Cause he gonna come out at the east field, going across toward Mr. Gott's.
Do you think that's him that gobbled over here?
It probably was, probably. But anyway, he'll be over yonder and be back across here in the morning.
All right. Well, J.O. and Coonie, I know y'all got to get ready to go to church, and we sure appreciate y'all over.
We appreciate you too. And we love these little old boys. They're just as sweet and glad they coming to.
Thank y'all for such a great interview. But what we're going to do, we're going to come back here in the morning.
Okay.
And if y'all are awake, we'll get you up if we can't get him to gobble. But it's supposed to be a little bit better in the morning, so we're hoping to get him to gobble and kill that big old bird for y'all.
Okay.